Good evening, VV Nation, and welcome to the channel. My name is Glenn, Senior Stock Market Strategist for VectorVest. Always love doing these Monday videos where I give you my top 5 weekly picks. This portfolio is doing well for the picks, and I'm going to start off with how I get these picks. I'm going to do it for both the United States and for Canada, and we're going to track both of their portfolios. All right, let's get right into the program, and I'm going to start off with how I find these stocks on a weekly basis. For the top 5 weekly picks in the U.S. market, I look for percentage price change greater than 2% today. I want to make sure that these stocks are going up. That's just today. But what am I looking for in the background longer term? Relative value, which is cast on a scale between 0 and 2 to be above 1.1. These are stocks that should outperform the market over the next 1 to 3 years. Relative safety, the stock's ability to meet or exceed earnings expectations. Also cast on that scale between 0 and 2 to be at above 1.2. Why is that important? Because earnings is the engine that drives a stock's price higher. Next indicator I'm going to use is the CI, or Comfort Index. Comfort Index is the stock's ability to withstand long or lengthy price declines. Also cast on that scale between 0 and 2, and I want it to be at 1.3, greater than 1.3. That tells me that these stocks that I'm looking for the week should be able to be resilient enough that even if they go down, that they will go back up a lot faster. The 50-day moving average, I want to make sure I have liquidity greater than 100,000 shares, and I want the stock's price to be greater than $1. There we go. That's it in a nutshell. I want to show you what this portfolio is doing. I'm going to go to portfolios, and this is my top 5 weekly picks, up 16%. Now, this portfolio, because I neglected it for a while, went down. It was up about 30%, 29.74%. I neglected it. It went down as low as just even. Since then, and that was on August 5th of 2024, I've gone from 0.03 all the way up to 16%. As I move over a little bit more, look at my return on investments. The 3 that I was already in, all of them are up double digits since I got into them. Now, I added 2 more stocks to the list today. Those 2 stocks happen to be Wix, Wix.com, and GoDaddy, which met all of my criteria of what I was looking for. Now, let me show you some of the other candidates that I had. Let's go to the viewers, and here's my 5 picks for the week. All right, Wix, GoDaddy, Dycom, Innova International, ENVA, and Piper Sandler, PIPR. You'll notice that these stocks are all fundamentally sound, all in an uptrend. VST is above 1, CI is above 1, and double-digit earnings growth, all by recommendations. Now you see why, by looking at the search and looking at the candidates, why I like this scenario and why I do it every Monday. And that's why, as a subscriber to the channel, you get the alert of when this goes out so that you can jump on them the same time that I do. Now, if you haven't already and you say, well, is it too late to get into these stocks? Well, let's take a look. Let's go put these on a 6-month graph. Nice big move on Wix. Bigger body than the wick. I'd make sure I'd buy 12 cents higher than the high. Wow, GoDaddy. Very little wick at the top, 12 cents higher than the high. Dycom, a little bit more volatile, but as the stock pulls back because of the high CI, it responds and goes up nicely. Pull back, responding nicely. I don't like the wick at the top, but the body is still bigger than the wick. I'd look at 12 cents higher than the high. RT is above 1. Wow, ENVA, I don't like the wick at the top, but you know something? If you are in this stock, I'm going to give you a hard stop of about $97.70. This could be a turning point, but if this level of support or the level of the stop, depending on if you're in it or not, could hold, the stock could have some more upside. And the last stock is Piper Sandler, bottom left, top right. I would really, before I get into it, would really like to go 12 cents higher than the high, but the stock is trending higher. If you're in it, I'm going to give you a hard stop right here at the bottom of this wick, the bottom of this candle at 312.88. There's my picks for the week for the U.S. market. All right, now let's do the same thing for the Canadian market. Here's Canada. All right, now the Canadian stocks I had to look at a little differently because there's a lot less stocks in Canada to choose from. So this portfolio was having some issues, so I turned around the search that I was using. Relative timing, trending higher for 3 days. Earnings growth, less than the stock sales growth. I want to fuel the sales to be doing better than the engine, the earnings growth. And I like that setup. Earnings growth rate, those got to be greater than 0. So they have positive earnings growth. And because the stocks, there's a lot less stocks in Canada, I have the 50-day moving average volume of 50,000 shares. Let's go take a look at this portfolio. Down, but this stock portfolio was down as much as 14% on September 6th. And now look, we're only down 3%. Look at the stocks that I was in. A couple of these stocks are up double digits. I added either 2 or 3 more. I added 2 more stocks here. Hive, crypto's on the move right now. Hive and Happy Belly Food Group. Well, that's in Canada. That's for you all that want to have a happy belly. So these are the 2 extra stocks that I added to this portfolio. It's down today. That's all right. Remember, as I showed you, let's go to the Unisearch. What am I looking for? Again, I feel comfortable with these going along, but I have stops on these. Let's go back to the portfolios. What's the stop on the Canadian stocks? RT less than 1. I have the same stop scenario criteria on the U.S. stocks as well, RT less than 1. I'm going to go back to the U.S. one real quick. All right, and I want to show you something in the portfolios. RT less than 1. You know what's hurting me the most? I thought it was gold. I might have gotten out. Let's go see. No. In the U.S., it's recommendation not equal to buy. In the U.S., it's recommendation not equal to buy. As long as these have a buy recommendations, they'll stay. As soon as the buy recommendation goes away, we'll get out of those. But in the Canadian market, it's RT less than 1. We'll go back. Top 5, and gold is hurting me. Look at that. Gold is hurting me. That's the one. And where's the RT at? RT is at 1.07. This will probably be the first stock to close out. Gold is a tough play right now because the dollar is gaining momentum. All right, so down, but we're getting a lot better as I turn the search around. These are my top 5 picks for both the U.S. and for Canada, and I've given you some insight on what to look for as you're in this. As a matter of fact, what didn't I do in this? I didn't look at the graphs. Let's go look at the graphs real quick. View the stock graph, and put this on a 6-month graph. Whew, PRL, big pullback today. But remember, I'm looking for RT to go less than 1. It's still hot, still good to go. I'm going to keep my eyes on this stock, but it's one of my top picks for the week. Just keep your eyes on that. Same thing with Kinross. Kinross, though, again, that's probably the first stock that'll get closed out of the portfolio. Nice move on IFC, nice move on Hive, and nice move on Happy Belly Food Group. You got to love that stock. Happy Belly. All right, folks, those are my picks for the week. If you like the content, make sure you hit the like button. If you're brand new to the channel and you like what we're bringing to you every Monday, make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that bell icon so that you won't be late to the party when it comes to these stocks. Folks, thank you for showing up. Thank you for supporting the channel. This video is over, and until the next time, see ya. Dear Black Friday, we got all the big screen TVs that we could ever want. This Black Friday here at VectorVest, take an opportunity to invest in yourself. The unbelievable price of 99 cents for a trial of the VectorVest software can put you on the path to financial freedom, and you can get whatever you want on any Black Friday going forward. www.vectorvest.com/YT.